I was cooking a steak and I thought it was a chicken if you watch the video. So I didn't even know the difference yet. So, yeah.
Please welcome Gabriel Vilardi to the podcast. Easier questions first. Things are rolling right now for this hockey club. In a million years, starting 11-1 probably wasn't on the list of expectations, would you say?
I mean, yes and no. I think we go into every game, especially with our team. We expect to win every game right now.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's some reality to that. You know, injuries and different things come into play. You know, you're tired back-to-back, stuff like that. And it's not realistic to really win every game. But, I mean, we have a really good team. And like I said, we're going into every game, and we have the expectation that we're going to come out with a win.
What's the biggest difference for you this year as opposed to last year, your first year in Winnipeg?
Well, like for me personally?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I got injured after 2 games last year, so I was kind of just waiting. This year I'm with the team and I'm playing, so I think that's the biggest difference. And then obviously just a year of being around the guys, I feel like I'm more comfortable in my own shoes kind of thing. So,
how long does that take, would you say, realistically, to feel more comfortable as a Jet?
I think the injury kind of just messed my kind of getting in with the guys, because, I mean, you get more comfortable going into those battles and playing with the guys and being in the room and, like I said, just going through all that type of stuff. So it was tough, definitely, to get injured last year so soon and be watching the guys for a month and a half there like I did. But, yeah, like I said, I feel very comfortable and just feel like myself right now with the team, which is obviously nice.
What's the best part about playing with Mark Scheifele and Kyle Connor?
I think just their hockey smarts, how they read and see the game and how they draw guys into them, and that allows me to have more space with the puck. You know, they hold on to the puck for that extra second. That just gives me the extra time to either get open or, you know, if they do give me the puck, I know I have that extra split second. And then I think underrated aspect of their game is they're both very big competitors, and they're very good defenders, and I think we're starting to kind of find our game here. It's 10 games into the season. I think we're starting to figure it out a bit.
A lot was made about the power play coming in. What is the funnest part? What is the part you enjoy about the structure and everything that goes into it?
Funnest part? I think just the different options. I think it's less stagnant than last year. I think guys are moving around more. It feels more I don't know what the word is. I call it flowy. Mm-hmm. Just kind of guys are going in and out of spots, and it doesn't feel like it's less thinking. So I'd say that compared to last year. And then, you know, obviously we're having success, which always makes things better. But I still think we have more levels to keep going, and we want to keep this. I don't know what our percentage is, if we're still at the top or whatnot, but that's the goal. You know, we want to be one of the best power plays. You know, a lot of the games come down to special teams, so you have to take advantage of those opportunities.
Oh, let's go!
Hi, I'm Gabriel Vilardi, and this is the Ground Control Podcast.
As you know, employees of the team, we're always trying to find a little interesting tidbits about you. Tyler Esquivel travels with the team quite a bit. He found out about your chocolate. You like to have chocolate before the game. Where did that come from, and where did you decide to do that, and what was it all about?
So that was talking with one of our, I don't even know what his title is, but we got hooked up with him over the summer. He's a guy out of Denver. His name's Dr. Prusmack. And I made some changes to my diet over the summer, and one of the things that he suggested and was eating dark chocolate. I mean, like I said, you guys realize it's not like I'm eating Kit Kat.
like
during the game or something.
So not between periods and stuff like that.
Just like he explained it. I mean, it's not. Well,
he's not crushing full chocolate bars. We'll be clear about that.
If you want the science behind it, you know, it's pure fat. It's 90% dark chocolate, so it's good fats for you. That's good energy. You want to run off fat and proteins. And then another thing is it's good for the brain, opens a lot of the neurotransmitters, and sometimes I think so much of the game is mental actually. So if I feel like if I can get the edge mentally in any way, I'll try it out. So I tried it out during the preseason, the first few games in camp, and I liked it, and I've been kind of sticking with it.
A lot of kids are going to be very popular with the kids now because they can go to their parents and say, Gabe Vilardi eats chocolate.
I do. I don't know if they're going to
neurotransmitters.
That's right.
It's good work. At the draft, there was a funny video showed by you. And Jeff Merrick got a hold of it, I believe, from SportsCenter at the time. And it was Eat Well, Train Hard, and Smile, that video that you put together.
Advise to you hockey players out there that this is a great lunch. Just for a full meal, it's perfect. You got the steak, the meat, the broccoli, which is vegetables, the potatoes. It's a full meal. Eat well, train hard, smile.
Did you ever think in a million years that would come back to haunt you at the NHL draft?
No, I didn't. I definitely didn't. I've heard it so many times, especially since I've come to Winnipeg.
Because the teammates probably got a hold of it, right?
Well, I mean, it's more you guys, honestly.
Yeah.
The teammates don't really talk about it too much, but that was a funny video. My dad's cousin's a trainer in Italy, and his company is called Train to Smile. So it was kind of like a catchphrase at the time. I don't know if I was 12 or 11, but shows how young I was. I was cooking a steak, and I thought it was a chicken if you watch the video. So I didn't even know the difference yet. So so that was just the slogan that me and him kind of created together. So
yeah, it carries over. You won the Memorial Cup with the Windsor Spitfire in 2017. How many guys from that team do you still keep in contact with?
Well, I mean, me and Stan are on the team.
Yeah.
Two Mem Cup champs on the team. I don't know if anyone else has won it. You guys know? Is anyone else on the team won? I know Arnie said he won.
Yeah.
But he doesn't
Cornwall,
count.
I believe.
That was too
Coaches
long
don't count.
That was too long ago.
Did they even show the Memorial Cup on TV then? That's the question.
Yeah, that's right. Who else I keep in contact with? We got, who else? Sergachev. So playing against him, always just saying hi after the game. I don't know who else. A few of the younger guys that I was friends with that, didn't make it to the NHL, but I'm still friends with, or they're playing hockey in Europe, just message every now and then.
We were just talking about this before the podcast. It's not every day, especially in junior hockey, that you get to play in major junior and live at home at the same time. You were traded to Kingston after you won the Memorial Cup. Just talk about how, excited you were about that. First off, you're a Memorial Cup champion, then you get to go home and play and live at home and eat home cooking.
Yeah. So it was a cool year. It was we won the Mem Cup in 2017. I got drafted in the summer of 2017. I was dealing with my back, so I stayed in LA for the first half of the season. Went home, and it was Christmas time. And then they told me, "Hey, you're not going to play." Obviously Windsor was going through a rebuild, so I knew I was going to get traded. I was like, "Okay, I guess I'll just stay in Kingston over the Christmas break, see what happens." And then it turned out I got traded to Kingston. I was like, hey, let's go. This is perfect. So I got to live at home. We had a really good team. And it was, like I said, it was one of the best years of my life, probably. Just not very many people get the opportunity.
Who was more excited, your mom or your dad, that you were moving back home?
I don't know. Probably my mom, but neither were as excited as I was. Yeah. I'd say my mom probably was less excited because she had to cook now. She knew.
She thought she was done with you?
Yeah, she thought she was done. And now I was coming back and getting, mom's pregame meals and all that. That was great.
The expectations are all coming back again. Yeah.
I had all my buddies that I grew up with, so they're coming over and we were, always eating. She's always making food, so it was good times.
How did you end up getting into hockey when your parents clearly they're from Italy and soccer is such a big part of them and you, but how did you end up choosing hockey over soccer?
I don't think it was ever really a choice. It was just kind of backstory. My parents moved to Canada in 98. My brother was born in 96, and then I was born in 99. So just being in Canada, it was the thing to do, hockey. Mm-hmm. Everyone was doing it. So my brother got into it first, and then obviously me being the younger brother and looking up to him so much, I saw him doing it, so I got into it, and he was a big part of me making it to the NHL because whatever my brother did, if he did an hour of training practice, I had to do 2 hours, so it was always something like that. I don't think my parents ever envisioned this, obviously, coming to Canada. Neither of them knew what hockey was. But, yeah, it's kind of cool, how sports take you down different pathways of life, and you meet so many different people.
Francesco is your brother. He plays hockey as well. He's practicing law, so you and Josh Morrissey have something in common because his brother is also practicing law right now. How big is that in your family right now?
How big is it? I mean,
your parents must be proud, I guess, in some ways of both sides. Yeah.
I mean, I hope they're proud. I think. He's a smart fella. It was kind of like he was a really good hockey player too, and then he kind of like hit junior, and I don't know what happened. He just kind of wanted to chill out, I guess. But, yeah, he went down the lawyer path, and
he's playing university hockey though too, right?
No, he's done. He's been done for a few years. But he's actually in Switzerland right now on exchange, and damn, it looks nice. He sent some pictures. It looks like a really cool spot. So I think he's having a really good time, and yeah. So
your uncle played in Serie A. That's pretty cool. Like that.
My uncle?
Yeah.
Well, who told you that?
Well, I saw it on Sportsnet Facts. So is that not factual?
That's not factual.
Okay.
No, I wish. That's not.
We're gonna strike that. We're gonna strike that from the. Strike it out.
Puck is dropped, and it's showtime from downtown Winnipeg.
Jet fans, game packs are back this season, and you can save big by purchasing a 4, 6, or 8 game package. Select your games from a variety of tiers to personalize the perfect pack that fits your schedule. There is something for everyone. So be sure to visit winnipegjets.com/gamepacks to build your package today.
Inter Milan, and we've talked to you about this before. Where did they so is your dad a huge Inter Milan fan?
He was. Yeah, he was a big Inter Milan fan growing up, so I just kind of grew up just watching them because I had to, and then it kind of became like they had their season there when they won the treble or the triplete, and I think it was 09, if I'm right, or 10, and then I just kind of became a big Inter Milan fan. So usually I watch all the games. And
what do you like to watch a game with?
Nobody.
Nobody can sit around you?
Well, I mean, I just rather watch it with nobody. Megan, my girlfriend, sometimes she's around, but she's just on her phone. She has no interest.
So she's not catching on to the soccer fever at all?
Oh, no, she's not into sports. She's just hanging around.
Fair enough. Who are the bigger soccer fans within the dressing room? I know Ehlers and Nino Niederreiter.
Well, I mean, they're all Premier League. Like, I feel like they're all just Premier League and nothing else, whereas I'm kind of like a bit of everything.
Yeah.
Ehlers is a big Prem guy. Raz, Gus, like the European guys. It's good to see, like, Sis, he's kind of gotten involved. I think there's, like, a fantasy Premier League group, so they got Sis involved, which is kind of funny. I hear him talking sometimes about it.
So you respect more, or about all the leagues a little bit more than just the...
Well, I mean, I guess I am more Serie A. I follow that league, and I follow Champions League, but I feel like the other guys are just Premier League.
Yeah.
So I'm not really a Premier League fan as much.
Okay, so how come? What would you like Serie A over top of the Premier League?
I don't know. I just feel like when I watch Premier League, I mean, it's just everyone's different opinion, right? Some people like the Premier League more because it's so, like, I feel like it's just so up and down, whereas Italian soccer's a bit slower. You watch the play kind of develop almost. So I guess I see why some people would say that's more boring.
Yeah.
But
well, that's the constant criticism of soccer from a North
they're
American
trying to get it
more
more exciting, but I think there's a bit of like I don't know what the word, like coolness to like watching a team strategy. Like if you watched like Inter against when they played Man City in Champions League, like they were just so defensive and then waiting for the perfect moment for the counterattack, and they almost scored a few times, and it's kind of like I can see why it's boring for some people.
Right, but you understand the strategy behind it, though. That's what kind of makes
I just understand like what they're trying to do, and I think it's cool.
Yeah, fair. Let's talk about how do you work your schedule around watching soccer? Do you record the game, and do you?
I did that a lot when I was in LA. Now I just kind of like if I have to miss a game, I miss a game. So like yesterday Inter played, I don't know what the score of the game was.
We won't talk about that? Yeah.
So maybe sometimes I'll go back and watch the game if I look and I see like, oh, wow, it was like a 4-3 game, or if they were playing against Milan or Juventus or something like that. But no, usually I just watch the games live if I can, and if not, I'll watch the highlights. But like I said, like they play Arsenal in 2 days, and we have that day no game, so I'll definitely catch that one.
Where is Italian soccer right now, in your opinion, on the national stage? International stage, I should say.
Like
in terms of where they're feeling, how are you feeling about it?
Oh
right
no,
now?
they've they've taken a few steps back. I mean, they won the Euros there in the COVID 2022 one or whatever.
Yeah.
But they're definitely not where you'd think they'd be at in terms of like their history and all that. But teams like Spain and England, they got a lot of good young players that are coming up, and you saw how good Spain was at the Euros over the summer. So I don't think Italy's there.
Hockey Reference has 2 of your nicknames listed. There's Lardo and Gino. Is there a story behind either one of those names, and do you enjoy either one of those nicknames?
Gino is more like growing up, and then Lardo, I got it in junior. I mean, most people don't even call me that. Most people just call me G now.
Yeah.
Or Gaber. So,
Very hockey.
Yeah, I don't even, it's whatever. You can call me whatever.
You got a dog recently. How's that going? And
it's going great.
Did you have a dog growing up?
I did. So I had a German Shepherd growing up, and I don't know how it was allowed, but we got him at like 5 weeks. Exactly. We got him at 5 weeks.
Your dog now or the German Shepherd?
The German Shepherd. So this dog that I got, we got him at 10.5 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And just like everything I remembered from growing up with the German Shepherd, who I love, Darko, that was his name. It's like the opposite with my dog now, Bodhi. Like, he's so much better and just like more like trained and well. So I think those extra 5 weeks made a huge difference.
So somebody trained him before you guys?
Yeah, we left him there because we could have got him at 8 weeks, and we were like, no, like stay there, stay with the other puppies. Because like I said, from what I remember with Darko growing up, so I was like, okay, we'll let him stay there. And plus, it was over the summer, so we were still at home, so it worked out. But he's a really smart fella.
Yeah,
he's great. We've had him for about a month and a half, 2 months now, and he's potty trained. He's eating well. He's hanging out with all the other dogs. He's a good fella. And
what was Darko like? So what was Darko's biggest issue?
Darko just.
May rest in peace.
Yeah, he was just biting the couches and doing all that stuff that like you expect from a puppy, right?
Yeah.
And that's what I mean. I was expecting it from Bodhi, but Bodhi's been unreal. So
what's Bodhi's breed?
He's an Aussie Doodle.
Okay.
So he's.
They're not really known for the chewing that the Shepherd is.
I don't really know. Yeah, I'm not too sure. Hey, I'm not dissing Darko.
Yeah.
But
who in your family who loved Darko the most? Like who was the alpha in the house for Darko?
The alpha, or who loved him the most?
Yeah, well, both questions.
Alpha
I guess.
was my mom,
Yeah,
because she was always doing everything for him. Who loved him the most was probably me, but I didn't get much love back. Yeah, so that's kind of how it went growing up. But Megan's doing a great job with Bodhi, because I mean I'm always on the road, right? So I'm not really around too often, but he follows my girlfriend around.
So you've had a long gap between dogs.
I did. Well, I mean, Darko passed away like 2018.
Okay,
so it's been
not that long.
Been a while. I always wanted a dog, and I figured, why not? We got something else to do at the house, I guess.
There's a lot of dogs on the team for sure.
There is a lot of dogs. Yeah.
There's a lot of photo sharing going on with dogs, or.
I don't know. I'm not really that involved in it. Megan,
yeah,
more the girlfriends and wives thing.
Right.
Megan's she wants to get that's the thing that happened this week. She got a portrait so we can put a picture of Bodhi in the house. And I said, oh, that's great. So that's great. We need a picture of him now.
And last one for you. What is your greatest athletic achievement not as a hockey player growing up?
Ooh, I don't know. Me and a guy named Matt Villalta, who's a goalie for the Tucson Roadrunners. He's with Utah. We won. I'm a good tennis player, and we played tennis in high school, and we won it's called the CASA. So it was the Kingston and like around there, like that areas, and we could have went to the All Ontario tournament, but we didn't end up going because I had to go to the draft instead.
He must have been mad, hey? You bailed on him.
He got drafted too. We were both the same year. It just happened that we were both from Kingston. He got drafted, and he got drafted to LA too. It was crazy. We're both from Kingston. We both got drafted to LA. I was first rounder. He was a third rounder that year.
Holy cow.
And we were the CASA champions of tennis. So maybe that. And then I was really good at the 1500 and track growing up. I was nasty. Which I can't run anymore. I'm not a very good runner anymore, but I used to be really good at the 1500. And I was
so this ties into Serie A soccer. Like,
yeah.
You're methodical.
I
take your time.
I had my wins at soccer too.
Yeah.
But I just thinking back, you said what are the biggest ones? I'd say that tennis one, and then maybe in elementary school being the 1500 champ.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I learned a lot about you today.
Yeah. In elementary school. Well, not high school, but elementary.
Thanks very much for your time, and good luck the rest of the season.
Yeah.
Thanks.
All good.